Hey there, guys. It's Mia Redrick here, the mom strategist. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share with you today the simple topic. The real reason why most people never hit six figures plus in their business. I'm going to break this down. And I actually think I may take this topic and go a little bit deeper tonight on my Mia Redrick, the mom strategist page, because it is, if there's ever a subject or a topic that really breaks my heart, it's this very thing. Hey there, Michelle. It's this one thing that completely breaks my heart because I have the opportunity to speak with tons of people every day. Hey there, Anika, who are entrepreneurs or who aspire to be entrepreneurs or who have been entrepreneurs for years. And hey, Renee, let's talk today. Hey, Diane. And the reality is that whether they are looking to become entrepreneurs or whether they've been entrepreneurs for a period of time, the vast majority of people don't hit six figures in a one calendar year, hey there, and beyond in their businesses. The vast majority of people don't do it. Hey there, darling. I have some time this evening if you want to hop on, Renee. I'd love to talk to you, okay? So, as you guys know, I was doing college visits last week, and they were great. And I flew back this morning. My daughter and I, we did the red eye. And in doing the red eye, there was a baby on the flight whose ears were hurting. So the baby was up for like 3.5 hours. And I probably look like it, right? Like I was up with that baby. I was pulling for that mom. But I wanted to come on here today and talk about something that is really on my heart, that is something I see all the time. There's so many people who want to hit six figures and beyond in their businesses. It's one of the goals that many of the people that I get to work with, they have. A lot of my clients do hit that goal. And then there are people who do have that goal and maybe they've been in business 5 years or 10 years, they never hit that goal. Or there are people who initially have the intention to hit that goal, but for a series of things that I'll talk about right now, that goal never is realized for them, six figures and beyond in their businesses. And I'm not saying that six figures is a lot of money, but for a lot of people, it will make a difference. You'll have a viable business that can afford to pay for itself. It's that Lynn, good to see you. Deborah, hey Candace, good to see you. Most people never learn how to do and hit six figures and beyond in their businesses in one calendar year. Now, my belief is that for most businesses, you need to hit at least $250,000 in order for you to experience some real change in your life, right? Like, to me, $250,000 is a very viable business. Hey, Patrice, good to see you. So I wanted to talk with you guys candidly in the community today. This is my first message. No makeup, right? Because I literally am trying to pull it together from that flight, the red eye last night. But I wanted to pull this message together because it's on my heart. It's something I hear all the time. Why? Everybody in this community, this is what you all share. Every single person here is smart. Every single one of you sharp. Every one of you are investors in yourself. Everybody here wants to leverage and package what you know. All of you are entrepreneurs, or whether in different stages of entrepreneurship. All of you value your IP, your ideas, and you know that you can package those things and sell them. So the question is, like, if you are that person and you have that skill set and you have the knowledge, why isn't everyone hitting their goals to hit six figures and beyond in their businesses? And I'm going to sum it. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to break it down. And my only goal is to support you guys, maybe by shaking your shoulders today, in looking at how you are approaching your business. Now, I'm going to jump right in. If you guys are ready, then I would love for you to write ready here. But I wanted to come here, and I might talk about this all week because it is a topic that I hear over and over again from people that they want to hit six figures and beyond in their businesses. And the truth of the matter is the vast majority of businesses never do. And what is the differential? When I look at the clients that I work with that are able to hit their goals, boom, what is it that they do that is different than people who always have a wish, a hope, a desire to hit their goals? There is something that's different. So I'm going to break that down. Thank you. Lynn is ready and Renee is ready. And you know, I do believe you have to be ready to receive a powerful message. And this is exactly that. All right. And Trinette is ready. Hey, Trinette, I'm so glad that you're here. All right. So one of the things that I know is true, that people who hit their goals, six figures and beyond, they have a couple of traits in common. And one of the most important traits is resourcefulness. Deb Porter's ready, MJ's ready. Resourcefulness. And you guys think somebody needs to write this down. Resourcefulness. Now, while this sounds like a really basic word, it really isn't. People who hit big goals are resourceful. People who don't hit big goals are not resourceful. All right, Diane, I'm so glad. So they're not resourceful. It means that they can't figure out, like if what you want, hey Candace, thank you. If what you want isn't obviously laid out for you, a lot of times people who don't hit their goals, they just stop. They say things like, I'm stuck. They talk a great deal about what's not working. They feel that they don't have control over their world, over their life, or to create the change that they want. You guys know I'm telling the truth. All right. And I will tell you that people who do hit their six-figure and beyond goals are very resourceful people. They don't stop at no. They don't stop at I don't have the money. They don't stop at I can't figure it out. They don't stop at it's hard. And they don't say things like I'm stuck. They don't. And why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because one of the things that people forget is that the reason that some people are successful, more successful than other people, is because of mindset. It's true. And a lot of times we like to think that it's like hustle and grind and working harder. And no, it's resourcefulness. It's like figuring it out and being committed to figuring it out, whatever it is that you want. And I will tell you the number one trait that I see in all my clients that have hit their goals and six figures and beyond, they're the most resourceful clients that I've ever had in the world. Meaning if they're doing something and it's not working, they don't say it's not working. They take 100% responsibility for what isn't working and they begin to make changes. They begin to make tweaks. They start looking at what can I do different so that I can create a different result. And you need to ask yourself as you are listening to what I'm saying right now, like, where are you with that? Are you that person that the moment that you have to make an investment in yourself at a high level, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's too much. Or are you that person? Because I talk to people all the time, who they don't have the money either, but they figure it out so that they can get what they want. They're resourceful. They start thinking about creative ways to solve the things that they want to solve. Really important to understand where you fare on that. Because the reason that people don't hit six-figure and beyond goals is because a lot of people want things to come to them easily, and most success doesn't come like that. You have to do the work. You got to invest in yourself. You got to be an overcomer. All right. And I know that somebody out there might be saying, well, Mia, I kind of know this, but knowing it and doing it is a completely different thing. And the question is that you need to ask yourself is, are you doing it or are you knowing it and not doing it? Right. Because if you're not resourceful, when you think about hitting your six-figure goals, those people are overcomers. It's interesting because a lot of times, and I was talking about this the other day with someone, like a lot of times I'll talk to people and they want to know, like, how long is it going to take for me to hit six figures? And I always think about it, like, that was never, ever a question that I ever had in growing my business. I never wanted to know what's the minimum I need to do in order for me to have maximum results. That's a small mindset. And if you're that person and you talk that way and you think that way, then likely you also act that way, meaning in terms of how you show up. The second thing I want you to keep in mind about people who typically hit that six-figure and beyond goal, and they're people who add tremendous value to other people. They're people who solve big problems for other people with what they know. And I know that you might be thinking that what you're offering right now, the service or the product that you're offering, you might think it's the cat's meow. But I can tell you this, that if that product's not, if people aren't lined up to buy it, you need to ask yourself, like, what is the problem that I solve quickly? What is the problem that I solve quickly? People who hit big goals consistently over and over again, it's because what they have solves a problem, and it's very obvious what they know how to solve. Now, if you're one of these people that you are stuck in your story, meaning you don't want to tell the full story, you feel like you're bragging to tell people the results and transformation you've created either in your own life or in the lives of other people, if you feel like that's being boastful, or you feel like you're puffing yourself up, it's going to be difficult for you to attract people who want the results. Maybe I'm talking to myself right now, Amy, but I just want you to hear me on this, all right? People who hit big goals are great marketers, all right? And the way that they understand marketing is you've got to tell and show. Okay, you've got to tell people what you do, who you are, who you serve, and then you got to show people that what you do creates results. And if you're shy about it, or you're in conflict about standing in your value, then there won't be any value, right? Like your business won't be valuable, all right? Because all currency is a reflection of your inner esteem. And if you're in conflict about your own esteem, you're going to be, you know what I mean? You're going to have difficulty standing in your value. You know what I mean? Asking for what you're worth, having clear call to actions to say to people, this is valuable, take it or leave it. Like, if someone wants to work with you and you deliver an amazing result and transformation for them, but you're conflicted around your own value, so your prices are slashed, it's going to be really difficult for you to hit that six-figure goal. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? The third thing that I want you to keep in mind is one of the biggest reasons that I see that people don't hit six figures and beyond in their businesses is because of their own pricing mindset. I'm telling you, most people have a hustling mentality as it relates to making money. We go from the workplace, working 9 to 6 or 9 to 5 or whatever that looks like. Someone giving you a salary or having an hourly rate that you make for doing whatever it is you do. And then you start a business with that same mentality. And that mentality is what is keeping you broke. If you're selling something for, you're trading time for dollars in your business and you're saying to people, look, I charge $100 an hour. And to you, that's like a big deal. That's like $4,000 a week for 40 hours. And you don't understand the power of leveraging, you're missing out. And if you need to ask yourself right now, if in your business, the structure for your business is the model that you have in your business, a model based on your job mentality. And I will tell you that a lot of people, the reason they are not where they want to be is because the way that they've structured their business is just basically, it's just another version of their job. I want you to think about it. For those of you out here who are more comfortable selling that $1,000 product, that $1,500 product, that $500 product, that $100 product, and that you're in conflict about offering a product that's $5,000 or $10,000 or more, it's the reason why you aren't hitting $100,000 a year or more in your business. Hear me on this. It is because of your own beliefs. It's not that. If you've got a product that delivers an amazing value and transformation for your audience, why would you not stand in your value? It delivers a result. It delivers either a quantitative or a quantitative or qualitative transformation for your audience. Why would you not charge what that transformation is worth for that client? I can tell you why. Anybody want to know why? If you want to know why, you guys right. I want to know why. And if nobody says they want to know why, then I won't answer it. Because the reality is that the value that the value of what we offer other people is just based on our perception of our inner self. I'm telling you, there's nothing more true than that. I think about this because when I got started my business, I had a belief that I should be charging $75 an hour. I don't even know where I came up with that number. And because of that belief, I led in my business to charge exactly that. Lynn says she wants to know why. Well, the reason why we do it, Lynn, is because, if we are thinking that sales is hard, right? A lot of times we think when we're selling to people, sales is hard. Or selling high ticket things is hard. All right, we think it's a lot easier to sell something for $100 or $500 or $1,000 or $1,500, and it just really isn't true. Selling a bigger ticket with a greater value is a lot easier. You're dealing with a mentality of a client that values what you bring to the table versus working with and selling to people who don't value transformation. So you're working with people who don't value transformation. They're probably not people that take action quickly. They're probably not people that will implement whatever it is that you're asking them to do. You're probably not going to get any testimonials from someone if you don't create a true result for them. So how will you have the proof later to show that what you're doing is creating great results? The reason that people are not hitting six figures and beyond in their businesses is because their ask is low, right? Because what they're asking for, they're actually getting. They're asking for low ticket things for $100. I'm asking you for $250. I'm asking you for $500 because my own self-view says that nobody's going to pay me that. You got to understand that that first sale is you. It really is true. When you think about your prices, who created your prices? How did you come up with your prices? Your prices are a function of your beliefs in yourself. All right. Most of you would agree with me in saying that that if you had your clients in front of you right now, you could get them there. You could get them a great result. You could create a great transformation. Even if you look at what you're doing professionally in your workplace, you're like, if I had to duplicate this in my own business, I could do this hands down. That's not the issue. It's not your talent. It's not your intellect. It is literally your belief in yourself that allows you to either stand in your value or not. And I'll tell you another reason why people don't hit six figures in their business and beyond. It is literally because most people never learn the importance of how to market to their own demographic. And I'm going to go deep on this for a minute, right? My entire business changed when I learned how to find my audience, not steal from other people, right? Not be low vibration, not show up at somebody's event and try to pretend something, not show up in somebody's community and try to work with their clients. That's not it. When I learned how to market my results, my transformation, that's when I learned how to grow my business to six figures. And for those of you who are looking to hit six figures and beyond in your business and you haven't learned to be a marketer yet, right? That means if you don't know how to be a marketer in terms of your business, what brings in the money in your business? Marketing and sales. Marketing and sales are the two components that drive the revenue in your company. You can have a great product. You can be great at delivering that product. But if you don't know how to market, then what are you left with, right? If you don't know how to market to get your clients to come to you, all right, that means what are your alternatives? I'll tell you what it means. It means that you will go where other people are and market to those people, right? You have less control over that. Somebody else has marketed to get people maybe to come to an event and you feel like, look, the only way for me to get in front of an audience is to go to somebody else's audience and market to them. It's a very effective way, but I don't know that it's the most efficient way. You know how I feel about this. I think that one of the best things that I decided to learn over the years was how do I get my clients, people who want to work with me that need the results that I bring to the table, how do I get them to come to me? And one thing I will tell you that is so important to me, I've never been a scavenger in my business, never. Because one of the things that I understood is that a scavenger has to eat off of what is, right? But instead, what I decided to do is how do I learn to be, you know what I mean? How do I learn to bring the clients to me? All right. How do I learn what I need to do to bring my ideal clients to me? And once you learn how to do that, this is why most people never ever hit six figures and beyond in their business, because they don't focus on that. The moment that they can't figure that part out, or they don't want to invest in themselves enough to either learn how to sell, learn how to market, build out their funnels, have great sales conversations with clients, it's a process. If you don't learn how to get clients, you're not committed to getting clients to come to you, you're going to forever be relying on somebody inviting you to an event to speak. And that's a great thing. But what if you don't want to go speak anywhere? What do you do then? Or what if nobody invites you? Or what if there's no opportunities? What do you have in your own company that guarantees that you can get directly in front of your audience? And what are you doing right now to ensure that you can get in front of those clients or grow your skill set to get in front of your clients? You know what? You guys aren't saying anything, but I'm breaking this down. I'm telling you that the answer for me was learning how to market in my business. And when I learned how to market, I had to learn how to market in a way that was authentic. One of the things that I'm most proud of, and I will tell you most proud of, is, hey there, darling, good to see you, right? One of the things that I'm most proud of in my business is that I never had to be a bottom feeder. I've never felt that I had to compete with other people. Like, there are people in different markets, they feel like, there's a finite number of people that want coaching, and that, you know what I'm saying, and that they all kind of flock together, and they all kind of go to the same events together, and and then it's like this pony show. I've never had to do all of that, and I've still made millions of dollars from the comfort of my home, bringing my clients to me. You get to choose, right? All of the models work. All right, but I'm telling you that if you want to have control in your business, you need to learn how to bring that client to you, and that's marketing. All right, and once you know that skill, you will never unlearn that skill over and over again. The reason that a lot of people don't hit six figures and beyond in their businesses is because they focus on flash, and they focus on things that they have no control over at all. I feel like I have all the control in the world in my business, in my marketing. If I know how to turn it on to bring clients to me, or turn it off when I want less clients, or turn it on and have salespeople make calls for me, then it's something that I can control. I can make my income very predictable. Can you? All right? I'm not trying to rely on shady practices, or, or going on somebody's Facebook page and marketing to their people, or going to somebody's events and doing all that in order for me to sell what I have. That's not anything I can rely on, and it's not high integrity. I just want to say that to those of you, because there are lots of different ways to do what you do, but I hope that in having this giant conversation in this community, one of the things that I always try to bring you guys is realness. And honesty. Each and every one of you know you did not know me. A few exceptions. Maybe like 2% of you met me somewhere, or knew me from my as a mom or wife or something like that. The vast majority, 98% of you guys, you didn't know me at all. Okay, you came to me, all right? And I say this, that your clients need to come to you, and you need to be positioning yourself. And so that's the next thing that I'll share with you, is that number 5, you need to position yourself so that people want to come to you. And that means that you can't be mute with your story and with your message. You can't be muted about that. People need to know the value that they get in working with you. They need to understand that. And I think so many people, when they're marketing, it's so neutral. You know what I mean? If you're marketing, if you can insert anyone else's name in what you're doing, if I could say any single person, if I can loop anybody in your marketing, it's the wrong market. Let me tell you, when I'm thinking about what I do, I'm the mom strategist, I'm a business and life coach. What do? I help women stand in their value, in their business, and in their life. What's my story? Look, when I was pregnant, like 21 years ago, my mother made me promise to date myself every single week. I was the mom that went to the mom's group. I went to a mom's group pregnant without, baby yet, right? And I learned how to build systems for myself. That might not have any value. That's not anybody else's story. It's my story. And as a result of that, I learned some systems in motherhood, or how to enter motherhood. And that, for me, made all the difference in attracting my tribe. That's my story. What's your story? Now, people could say, look, I've got motherhood systems. Yes, but you don't have a system like my story. Tell your full story. And hey, Stephanie Smith, good to see you. Tell the full story. And I think that so many entrepreneurs aren't telling. They're telling a watered down version, or better yet, they're telling, like, how when people aren't selling things, they start saying things that they think people need to hear, but it's not really the thing that is the value and transformation that you can create for someone. You know what I'm saying? I call that the hustle marketing. And that's inauthentic. If you want to, hey Deirdre, if you want to get directly in front of your audience really needs you to be you. All right, they need you to tell the full story. And let's be clear that as a result of you telling the full story, as a result of me telling people about the fact that, for 8-9 years, my husband was on dialysis before he ended up getting a kidney transplant, what that was like for me. And because I built a business that allowed me to not have to run around to make money, that I could bring my clients to me, I had options for my family. I could be there for my family. That's my story. And you need to ask yourself right now, are you guys getting value? You're a little quiet out there. You need to ask yourself right now, are you telling the full story? Or is it a muted version of the story? Or are you hustling your clients because you're just trying to sell things to people to make money, and you're not really providing value to people based on the transformation that you really provide? Really important. And number six is so important, and that is the importance of the over deliver. And I want to talk about this right now. The reasons that people don't hit six figures and beyond in their business is because they're not even positioned to over deliver. You can't over deliver when you undercharge. When you undercharge, you got too many clients, probably the wrong demographic of client, number one. Number two, and as a result, and you're working hard. How about if you had less clients, you could be there for them, really support them at the highest level of service. They would get what they need, right? And then you would get what you need, because you would be able to charge those clients more because you could give them greater access to you, and they would get greater results. I think a lot of times the reason that people don't hit six figures and beyond in their business is because their models are broken. And the model is broken just because a lot of times we think volume, right? We think volume equals economic success. And it's not true. If you have 50 clients paying you $5,000, that is just 50 clients. That's $250,000. 50 clients. If you had 20 clients paying you $5,000, right? 20 clients. What's that? 20? Guys, help me out, okay? If you had 20 clients paying you $5,000, $10,000, $60,000 a year, that's 20 clients. If you talk to them, let's say 2 hours a month in a group setting, how cool is that? It's totally time rich. Could you over deliver for those clients? If you had 25 clients paying you $4,000, just 25 clients paying you $4,000. Could you over deliver for them if you talk to them all at the same time? See, a lot of times people have the wrong models, and because they've got a model where they're trading time for dollars, they can't give anybody any over deliver. They're giving people the bare minimum, and it's true. And it's the reason why when I talk to a lot of people who have been in coaching programs and I have an opportunity to work with, and they come on my coaching calls, they say to me, and I'm not tooting my own horn, I'm talking facts. They'll say to me, oh my gosh, I can't even believe you answered every single question. I can answer every single question because I've designed my business for the over deliver. And the question is, did you design your business for that over deliver? You really need to be thinking about the model that you have in place right now. If you're hunting around for these clients to pay you $100, isn't that the same energy to go find 25 clients to pay $4,000 and for you to come up with a product that delivers more than $4,000 of value to them and really support them? If you have clients that you deliver and crush and create great value for them, those people are going to tell other people. It'll become a lot easier for you to get new clients. When you have hundreds of clients, most people don't. If you have, let's say, 10 clients and they paid you $100 each, what's that? 10 clients, $100 each. That's $1,000. That's nothing. It's the same time, it's the same energy, it's the same preparation. The difference is it's a different mindset. Because if you have a low ticket mindset, then you're okay not valuing your time. And that's number 7. The reason that some people hit $100,000 in their business and other people don't is because of how they value time. Simple as that. All right. And if you don't know the value of your time, it's the reason why you specialize in the low ticket. It's true. See, what I understand, and I want you to understand, is that clients pay you for access, That's it. Okay? If I'm working with clients, I was just telling a client this today. If I'm working with my clients, the fact of the matter is that those clients all get exactly the same thing from me. Here's the difference. If you are in my mastermind, you get to talk to me every single week in a group setting. Every single week. So I'm able to help you fine tune, learn what's going on in your world, support you in creating results, right? Give you immediate feedback. If you are in my mastermind, you get 3 live events with me, 3-day events with me in a year. So I get to sit at a table with you, bring in some experts with you, support you in getting a greater level of intel in your business. I get to look inside your business, all right? If you're doing my mastermind, you get access to all my other coaching programs also, the curriculum. Great. So what do they get? They get greater access. They can text me, they can call me, they can email me, they get greater access. If you're in Core Moms, you get 1 email every single week. 1, okay? On Mondays. You can email me on Mondays, right? And they get 2 group calls each and every month. They get their training and they get 2 group calls. So unlike the mastermind access, right? They get 4 calls, 3 live events, all right? In Core Moms, they get 2 calls, all right? They get 2 calls with me, and they're valuable calls, and they get to email me. Now, if you're in the Giant Circle, you get 1 call a month. Great call, okay? And you get your training, all right? So what people pay you for is access. And if you don't understand that people are paying you for access, then it means that the way that you're charging for what you have, you know what I mean? A lot of times, you know, it's interesting. I'll see someone that will offer a client one-on-one time for the same amount that they would offer a client one-on-one time group time. And I'm thinking to myself, the reason you would do that is because if you don't know the importance of access and how to tier access in your business, is really the reason why you won't hit a 6-figure plus business. Because if I'm on with a client individually, one-on-one, the fee is $3,500. If you are not, for an hour, if you are not a client, if you are a client, it's $3,000 for an hour. Why? Because if I can be on a call with you one-to-one, what I'm going to create for you is tremendous value. What I'm going to teach you how to do in your business one-to-one is exceptionally valuable. And a lot of people are missing this piece. I know, I'm breaking this down. You know, a lot of people are missing this piece because everything you're offering is the same price. Because you don't understand that what people are paying you for in the results and transformation you provide is access to you. And the greater the access, the more valuable what you're offering. Now I'm going to tell you, like, if you're listening to this message and there's anything that I'm saying to you, you're like, yeah, Mia, but who's going to pay me $2,500? I don't know if I want to do that. You probably don't belong in this community. Because the thing is, the only thing that I want to talk to you guys about in the Mom Strategy community is how to sell things for $2,500 or more. Because if you aren't selling something for $2,400 or more, it's going to be very difficult to hit your 6-figure goal. And there are very few people who have the marketing list or the marketing list or the marketing email know-how to be able to sell via hundreds of dollars enough to be able to hit their $100,000 goal. Let's be clear, all right? Like, very few people know how to do that, all right? It's a more advanced marketing skill, something that would be easier for me to do it because I've been marketing for a long time. But if you're new in your business, you need to be a specialist, not a generalist. What you offer needs to create a great result for people and a transformation that's obvious, and that your ideal client is an investor in that transformation. And that's how you hit 6 figures, not by trying to have a strategy to sell something for, $150 or $90. That's all based on your own beliefs, your own esteem. Or for those of you who've been saying you want to be free, but your lead strategy is not anything that will allow you to be free. If you look at how you're structuring your business to generate income, you've got to trade time for dollars in order for you to do it. I just want to have an elevated conversation with you, because when I think about speaking, my speaking fee is $10,000. If I'm going to go speak on someone's stage, I've got to make at least that. All right. And then when I think about it, it's like, I can do that in my house every day. Why would I have to go get on a plane and go somewhere I don't want to go for $10,000 when I can bring the client to me? And you need to ask yourself that. And I think sometimes we choose strategies, we choose plans that are not the best plans for us out of desperation, because we don't have that stick-to-itness that we need, because we aren't as resourceful as we need to be, as I mentioned in number one. And, or we work a plan or work a strategy, it doesn't work right away, and then we give up. But I just knew for myself, like, I'm down for the shortcut. And for me, I was like, if I learn how to do this in 2 years or 3 years, and I can do this for the rest of my life, then I've changed my life. And I have. What about you? All right. So that's what I wanted to share today. Did this support you guys? Any feedback, any comments? It was kind of quiet in here today. Like, I'm not really sure why you guys aren't talking. Thank you, Candace. But thank you, Deirdre. She writes over delivery. I'm not really sure. Maybe you were taking notes. But I will tell you that it's one of those things that I think, why is it that, like, some people crush it and hit $100,000 or more in their business and other people just don't? And they never do it, like, in one calendar year. I'm not talking about those of you who hit $50,000 and then the next year you're 50. I'm talking about in 1 year, right? Like, what is it going to take for you to have a goal that you're like 100, right? $100,000 goal, and that you become unrelenting about hitting that in one calendar year. Like, why would that be optional for you? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you, like, as a community, think about how powerful it would be for each of you guys if that was the mindset here, and you said, no matter what, that's what we want to do. Because you got everybody else outside of a community like this, talking about, I made $25,000. $25,000 isn't going to change your life. But $100,000 might give you the marketing budget that you need to be able to reinvest back in your company, right? So that you can grow and scale your company. You need to be focusing on a goal that can really create change for you in the years to come, and stop settling for, like, oh, I sold something for $15,000 and I sold another one for $15,000. When I look at what's working in my business, man, I think, well, how is it that I've been able to grow the company? Marketing and sales. That's it. The products are the products. I can deliver a result for someone very quickly, no matter the level of access. But what changed everything for me was that I got serious about my marketing. I decided to invest in learning everything I could about my marketing. And then I had to grow my sales skills. I had to understand what I knew how to do and what I didn't know how to do. And I didn't necessarily know how to sell high ticket, and I had to learn that. And learning to sell high ticket has to do more with your own beliefs in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the more you're in conflict around your value, the more difficult it's going to be for you to say $5,000. This is $10,000. Like, Deirdre, what you're offering, for sure. I mean, these clients shouldn't be paying you less than $6,000 for what you are bringing to the table. And really, it should be like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, 30% down. No doubt about what that looks like. And you're growing into that, and you're stepping into that. But that's the reality. The more you stand in your own beliefs, okay, the greater your value will be. All right. And when you are looking at the results of how you're changing the lives of other people, quantitative and qualitative change, and you can see, like, man, I helped you write this grant and you just made, you just brought in $50,000. Well, instantly your price goes up. You can't sell what you have for less than $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000, because there are all these other people out there that want to know what you just did, and they have to pay to play. All right. So you're still pushing, right? You're still pushing, right? So I hope that there's something that I said to you guys today that really supports you. I told you guys I flew in on the red eye last night. We got on the flight at 9:30 to 5:30 this morning, and there was a baby that cried for about 4.5 hours of the flight, hence my scratchy voice. And I did try to sleep late today. But I will tell you that that's just something that's on my heart, because is it okay to have year after year make $50,000 in a business that you had wanted to hit $100,000 in? Why would that be okay? That's part mindset. You guys need to lock arms and hopefully post it right here. This is my 100,000 plus year. Like, I'm committed to that. And then from there, don't settle on selling things for under $2,500. And if you are in, then write in, okay? And then don't sell things for under $2,500. Simple as that. It's not an offering that you offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't speak that language. And then build your entire value, your product around being a premium product instead of being low ticket optional. Oh, they didn't buy from me today, so now you're gonna sell something for $1,000 because of your beliefs in yourself, not because the client changed. Because you got to figure out how to have that premium conversation with the right audience. You got to figure out how to work on you so that you can get more people to say yes. But you're never going to figure out how to get more people to say yes when you change the price to $500, right? So that's why a lot of people don't hit $100,000 in 1 year plus. And I hope this helped you. All right. I love you guys. If you're in, then write it here. The last update I would say is that Damon Frank is coming to town this weekend. I'm so excited. I just saw Damon on Saturday. Damon Frank, for those of you who don't know Damon, he's awesome entrepreneur. He mostly does licensing and packaging deals as a packaging agent for a lot of Hollywood celebrities, including Sharon Osbourne and Christopher Knight and what do you call it? The Dog Whisperer, whatever it's the Dog Whisperer show, the Hotel Impossible, the show Pawn Stars. He's done $100 million deals, literally, right? We were sitting at the table on Saturday, and he was telling me about how he just closed a $12 to $15 million deal just last week for 35% of the business. But anyway, I'm bringing him in this weekend to teach, Caesar Milan, thank you, to teach my clients, my mastermind clients, and those of you who have an interest a la carte on how to do business collaborations, how to monetize business collaborations. So maybe if you had a thought of you want to do business with a brand, local or national brand, he's going to show you how to put it together, how to have that conversation. What should you be charging? And Damon spoke at our retreat in November. For those of you that heard him, he was absolutely fantastic. And so I thought, wouldn't it be great in an intimate setting for him to sit across the table from a few clients and show you exactly what you need to do to put together your own packaging deal? Pretty valuable. We have 2 spaces available if anybody's interested, a la carte, to be there this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 to 5. But it's going, if you guys like Damon speaking for an hour and 15 minutes, you can only imagine what 2 days of training with him is going to be like. But more importantly, helping you put together your plan for business collaboration. And, why am I doing this? I want to bring to this community information that I know that you guys need. I've done business collaborations with Fortune 100 and 500 brands, including Panera Bread, Great Harvest Bread Company, Corner Bakery Cafe, the Hyatt Regency, etc. And one of the things that I understand is that you could sell something at a very high level and no one even has to know your name using your content. And a lot of people just don't know anything about it because we focus so much on being seen and the flashy stuff that you forget that there's this whole layer behind the scenes that you can take and white label, private label your content for brands and they will buy that from you. Or if you are a personal brand, which a lot of you guys are, you have the ability to get in front of your audience, an audience that a sponsor or a corporation will pay you for access because of your personal brand. And if you don't know anything about how to leverage that way, to me, that is the coolest thing. So if that's something of interest to you, you want to know the a la carte options, just email me. All of you guys have my email and I'll tell you what that looks like. We only have 2 spots available, but it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 to 5 in Baltimore. So that's it. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Make sure you watch the replay. It was really good, okay? I love you guys. Are there any quick questions for me? Deirdre says she's in. Stephanie's in. Monica is in. Stephanie says this is my year. It is. And so I'm excited for you guys, all right? I love you and have a great and amazing day. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.